how do we? Let's just pass this to you and have you react to this.
Okay, I read this story and I'm like, one thing that came to my mind seriously is, why are we not seeing several guns and bullets around these camps? That was the first thing that came to my mind. However, kudos to the officers for this kind of action, raid. How I wish we'll be having cameras when they go on this way. So we'll be seeing the fireworks going on and then we actually know the people involved and how they actually operate. If you look at the screen, you'll see that the arms we're seeing have police emblems. So it's a challenge for me. And then, but let's leave it at that and say kudos to the police force. But maybe we need more evidence, more of this, so that others will be scared and know that, look, they actually know your hideout. Why are we not seeing jets going around, taking helicopters, taking coverage of these things, giving us pictorial evidence, video evidence? Let's be sure that these things are going on, and others will be scared.
Okay, Vice Precious. So, a few days ago, I think sometime last week and yesterday or thereabouts, we've been talking about this thing, and I've always wondered. This is 2023. Drone is not one of the most expensive smart devices that the Nigerian army cannot afford. Okay, but these are things that even individuals own. And there are several other smart devices that can capture the scene of an operation, yeah? The first one they did sometime last week, IPOB came out to say, nah, you don't know where we are. You can't find us. That's not even correct. Okay. They didn't say anything to that because we were wondering. They said they did one in Anambra and in I think in Chiadambah or somewhere in Imo State, and they'll put all of that together. So let's look at the human angle aspect of this. Saw some guys on the screen. I don't know what about them makes them IPOB. I don't know if IPOB have a form of identification card that they carry about. So when you see someone like, I have my official ID card, it's okay, this is it. Here's a concern. Every time the Nigerian army comes out to say, we have destroyed. For instance, I want to see shrines.
Exactly my point.
But again, help us understand. If I have a shrine and I'm wearing some amulets around me, my neck, that's a form of religion, isn't it?
It is.
I thought we have freedom of religion in this country. So what is exactly those guys that we saw on the screen? That's the average Nigerian guy.
Of course.
That could be any of you. Maybe if you had cut your hair or you're as big as some of them. So the point is, I ask, and I keep asking until maybe I get a plausible answer. Maybe if I can get the Nigerian Army PRO or someone to talk about some of this. And so the question again I'm asking, I say I will keep asking, how do you identify an IPOB member? We have said here, shrine, owning a shrine is a form of worship, it's a form of faith expression. We have freedom of religion in this country, yes. Right? Good. So the guns we saw in the picture, they have Nigerian Army color.
Exactly.
So how do you identify an IPOB member? How do you know that this belongs to an IPOB? Because there's been an attack in the southeast, and this attack is being is even alleged to be destroying IPOB camps. So how do we identify these things, if you may?
Well, it's I don't want to give a lead, but then
if there is, okay. Have some of us who are confused.
When you talk of the Biafran movement or they have a flag. Mm-hmm. If, for instance, when the Boko Haram carry on the activities and we see videos, you hear them speak Allah, Koba, sometimes you hear them, so you just know that this is whom they are. Mm-hmm. You don't need further introduction. Yeah. They're even speaking, you hear it. Mm-hmm. Now, here we go. We see a picture with a police or a military gun, some young men injured. And then the story reads they ran away with injured wounds. But we now see them seated. Now, you show us a fallen roof. You don't show us a shrine.
And that roof is not in a bush, by the way. That's a normal community in the southeast.
Exactly my point. So can we stop the joke and get serious with business?
Okay.
If we want to get IPOB members, please, let's have an form of identity. They have a flag. They have many things. And then let's know what we are dealing with. Tell us the location. Tell us the places. You've mentioned some names we don't know those people. We don't know those names. So if they are going to do some work, I think it's going to really be good if the Joint Task Force up their game, puts up video evidence and everything so that people will see it. And then this will know that actually people are watching them and people are coming after them. So Nigerians will feel more secure when they move through the East and so on. That's my view on that.
Okay. So another aspect of this conversation is the aspect I talked about cups. Some cups were recovered, some shrines. Okay, there's no video.
Yes.
There is no evidence, no picture, no nothing. At least as at the point when this report was filed in. Do you think or will it be safe to tell the Nigerian army to literally, or the Nigerian security agencies to up their game, that this is 2023? Would that be safe to call the attention on the need for that?
Definitely. That's what I'm calling for. Up your game. When you go for such action, there should be videos. There should be drones flying in the air. There should be pictures taken, even of the officers carrying out the action. If you want to be marked or something, I don't know, but something should, let's know something is going on. For crying out loud, it's not a war. Even the war in Ukraine, we see videos. Yeah. There's a blast and we see a video of the blast. So if you're going into such a kind of sting action, let's have this thing. So we know that, yes, the Nigerian task force, the joint task force is working, and this is where they are. This is what they have done. It's publicized, not just by the force itself, but by every station.